Hey everybody, welcome to the online session of Manu Law classes. My name is Brijesh and I am the English faculty at Manu Law classes. In this video today, I will be discussing some of the reasons why you forget the words that you have learned, and I will be also discussing some of the proven strategies that will help you learn the word faster and for a longer time. The topic today is what should you do if you often forget the words that you have learned. This is a common question among students of your age, of your competition, of the exams that you are preparing, that is CLAT, ALET, and other law entrance examination. Because there are so many questions which are directly asked on vocab. Also, there are reading comprehension based questions, wherein if you do not know the meaning of words, you will not be able to comprehend it properly as the demand of the question paper. क्वेश्चन पेपर का एक डिमांड होता है कि आपके सामने जो क्वेश्चन दिया गया है उसे बहुत ही कम समय में और एक्यूरेटली करना होता है. So even though you solve a reading comprehension within 30 minutes, that will not be helpful for your exam, which you have to do in 5 minutes. So to solve a reading comprehension in 5 minutes requires one very important habit, which is vocabulary. अगर आपकी vocabulary की knowledge बहुत ही अच्छी है, I guarantee that you can solve any reading comprehension in very less amount of time. अगर आपकी vocab power अच्छी नहीं है, trust me, you will take a lot of time first comprehending the passage, and after that you will solve it. So let us discuss today in this video what are some of the reasons why you forget words. Here are some of the reasons that make you forget the words that you have learned. The first point is lack of English environment. देखो बहुत सारे students ऐसे होते हैं who come from school like CBSE, ICSE. So they are in the environment when English is the mode of communication in school, in tuition, in house sometimes. But on the other hand, and there are students who come from UP board, and there are some students who come from state boards. So बहुत ही matter करता है अगर आपका एनवायरमेंट जो है वो इंग्लिश का नहीं है. तो अब बात ये आता है कि सर आई कम फ्रॉम स्टेट बोर्ड स्कूल, व्हाट शुड आई डू? देखो, इवन दो यू कम फ्रॉम स्टेट बोर्ड स्कूल और सीबीएसई और आईसीएसई, आप कितने डिलीजेंट हैं अपने काम के प्रति, अपने लक्ष्य के प्रति, अपने टारगेट के प्रति, ये मैटर करता है. व्हेन यू नो दैट क्लैट इज कंप्लीटली पैसेज बेस्ड पेपर नाउ, so what is your responsibility now if you have sought after going into law? First and foremost requirement is you have to be very, very good at English. You cannot do without English, you know very well, in law. So what is your now requirement? You need to understand this. First of all, you can create this environment by yourself. Environment doesn't mean कि हमारे सामने वाला हर कोई इंग्लिश बोलता है. सबसे पहले आपको अपने लिए खुद के लिए एनवायरनमेंट तैयार करना होगा. अब क्वेश्चन ये आता है कि एनवायरनमेंट कैसे क्रिएट करें. सो एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट करने के लिए बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स हैं. एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट करने के लिए सबसे पहले आपको अपनी लिसनिंग को इंप्रूव करनी होगी. आपको ज्यादा से ज्यादा यूट्यूब पर टेड टॉक्स, इंग्लिश टॉक्स, ऐसे बहुत से अच्छे स्पीकर्स होते हैं जो इंग्लिश में स्पीच देते हैं. कुछ इंग्लिश मूवीज हैं जो लॉ रिलेटेड है, वो देखना चाहिए. सीरीज हैं, वो देखना चाहिए. सो व्हेन यू वॉच, when you see, when you talk to yourself, you create an environment. So environment doesn't mean that you come from English school or all your friends speak in English. No. Creating environment means surrounding yourself with English practices like listening, watching, talking, and all those things. So from today itself, the time you are watching this video, from the today itself, start creating this environment. I have already told you how you do it. Start from reading, switch to listening, and then watching. All right. So this is the reason that you are not good at English and you forget words. So create a reading environment first. Take a newspaper, read each and every word of it. Mark every word that you do not know the meaning of. So as soon as you start marking words, one day, second day, third day, you will have difficulties. But on the fourth day, you will say, okay, this word I found in the first day newspaper. So now repetition will come. As soon as repetition comes, your subconscious mind start taking note of it, and you learn the words automatically without being actively involved. कोई भी चीज जब बार बार होता है तो हमारा सबकॉन्शियस माइंड जो है उसे अपने अंदर खुद ही ऑब्जर्व कर लेता है और वो लर्न होने लगता है. सो फर्स्ट थिंग टू क्रिएट एनवायरनमेंट इज टू स्टार्ट रीडिंग न्यूज़पेपर एंड वॉच YouTube, wherein some English speakers speak on the stage like TED Talks. Second is lack of revision. So बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे हैं कि सर मैं खूब पढ़ता हूँ सर और मैं खूब सारे वीडियोस भी देखता हूँ, but still my vocabulary is not good because you do not revise. इसलिए आप चीजें भूल जाते हो. So make sure whenever you have some words which you have noted down in your diary or somewhere, do not forget to revise it. All right. So revision is also one of the reasons कि अगर आप समय से नहीं करते हो तो आप चीजें भूल जाते हो. Third is not utilizing the words in day-to-day life. जब भी किसी शब्द को आपने लिखा, रिवीजन किया, so वो किताबों तक ही सीमित है. If you want to be a very good speaker, if you want that word to be on the tip of your tongue whenever you are trying to speak something, make sure you intentionally utilize the words that you have noted down in your diary. Take 5 words. Let's say आपने 10 words use किए. Let's say आपने 10 words note down किए हैं आज के newspaper से. So make sure out of 10 words आपने 5 को target कर लिया that today somehow during the chat, while talking with friends or doing any activities, I will be using these 5 words. So when you decide to do this thing, you will be very, very confident in using the words. Fourth is not maintaining a proper notebook, or you can say word book for words. अगर आपको ऐसा लगता है कि ठीक है आज मैं जो वर्ड पढ़ रहा हूँ ठीक है वो याद हो जाएगा मुझे, I don't need to note it down, you are deceiving yourself. क्योंकि ऐसा नहीं होता. आज से 5 दिन बाद आपने जो भी वर्ड पढ़ा है सब भूल जाओगे if you have not noted it down somewhere. So make sure you are dedicatedly writing words at some place, whatever you are reading, whatever you are learning. आज भी जब मैं कुछ पढ़ता हूँ या जब मैं कुछ सुनता हूँ, if I find any word that mesmerizes me, I note it down immediately that I will also use this in my conversation. All right. So what you just learned is have a proper notebook. You can use your mobile to note down words because there are notes facility in your phone also. So you'll be saying कि सर अब वो जमाना क्या जब मैं डायरी लेके रखूं अपने पास. So you have a phone with you all the time, anytime, while going somewhere, while talking to friends, while listening to anything, you do anything, your phone is with you. So make sure that the phone has this system of a diary. It has some app called Notes. If you are using Samsung, it has Samsung Notes. So note down the words immediately in that notebook. All right. And do not forget to revise it. The fifth point is lack of enthusiasm. देखो सबसे जरूरी चीज अगर कोई चीज होता है ना तो वो होता है उत्साह किसी चीज को करने की, किसी चीज को सीखने की. If you are enthusiastic enough that I will be a very good speaker I will be a very good lawyer someday, so that enthusiasm will also help you learn things. So ask yourself whether you are enthusiastic. So the first thing you need to do is to ask yourself whether you are enthusiastic enough. So if you are enthusiastic enough to learn something, your subconscious mind will help you to learn it. Okay. So आप ये भी ध्यान रखना बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो enthusiastic नहीं होते, वो बोर्ड होते हैं, उन्हें नहीं मन करता है करने का तो कभी नहीं कर पाएंगे. जिसका मन नहीं करता कुछ सीखने का कुछ करने का वो कभी नहीं कर पाता है. So अब सबसे पहले अपने आप से पूछो कि आप सच में एक अच्छे वक्ता, एक अच्छे स्पीकर बनना चाहते हो using good words, तो वो खुद वो चीज आपको लर्न करा देगी. Next point is you find reading boring. देखो this is the most important reason that people forget words. यही वो सबसे important reason है. I'm quoting it as an important reason because ये ऐसे reasons हैं जिनके द्वारा लोग भूल जाते हैं जो उन्होंने learn किया हुआ है. So अगर आपको कोई चीज boring लगता है ना, you will never learn it. So never find the word boring. I have already discussed in so many videos how you can find a word and make it interesting. You can use cue cards. You can learn the synonym of it. You can learn the antonym of it. You can do so many activities. You can do so many activities with the words. So make sure you're not repeating these reasons with you. So these are some reasons that make you forget words. Note it down somewhere at a handy place and do not make this mistake. So after this, I will be discussing with you some of the proven strategies that help a student learn the vocab for longer time and faster. First thing is imbibe reading habit. As I said in the previous slide, that some people who find reading boring, some people do not have an English environment, some people do not revise. So all these can be solved with this first point, that is imbibe reading habit. अगर आप केवल खूब ज्यादा रीडिंग ही करते हो ना, ट्रस्ट मी, you will someday be very good speaker without actively involved in learning vocabulary. क्योंकि जब आपका माइंड लगातार किसी शब्द को पढ़ता रहता है, it absorbs it automatically. Your subconscious mind absorbs it automatically. So अब आप कहोगे कि सर कैसे रीडिंग हैबिट डालूं, बहुत ही बोरिंग होता है, या there are some students who immediately buy some novel and start reading it and they try to finish it very soon. Don't do that. If you really want to imbibe this reading habit, make sure you start slow. What do you mean by starting slow? Just target 10 pages every day. That I will read 10 pages today before I go to bed. Otherwise, I will not go to bed before reading 10 pages. 10 पेज पढ़ के ही सोना है, अदरवाइज मुझे नहीं सोना है जब तक मैं 10 पेज ना पढ़ लूं. So start slow. 10 page is not too much. 10 पेज से आदत डालिए. As soon as you find interesting, you can increase this number, but just 10 pages per day. When you start reading 10 pages per day, you automatically develop this habit of reading. All right. Second, keep a handy word book and add words every day. So जब भी आप कुछ पढ़ रहे हो, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता that you know 100% of it. अगर आप हिंदी में पंचतंत्र की कहानियां पढ़ रहे हो, इंग्लिश में पंचतंत्र की कहानियां पढ़ रहे हो, या कुछ कॉमिक पढ़ रहे हो, तो ऐसा होता है that you know each and everything. But let's say you are reading some fiction, non-fiction, historical background, science, technology. There will be words that you do not know. So while reading, so ensure that you are noting down the word in your mobile phone, or if you have a proper notebook, that will also be good. And make sure that you are revising that too. All right, so keeping a handy word book will also help you learn the words. Third point is use the learned words in your day-to-day conversation. As I said in the previous slide, that target that 5 words I will use today in my conversation, when I talk to my friend, when I chat with my friend, और अगर मुझे मौका नहीं मिला तो मैंने 5 words को भेज देना है किसी ग्रुप में, and I would ask my friends कि who will tell me the meaning of these words. So this will create a competition among students. So they will somehow tell you. If they do not, you will tell them, okay, this is the meaning of this word, this is the meaning of this word. So everything is intentional. If you want to learn something, make it intentional. कि हाँ मैं सीखना चाहता हूँ, मैं उसके लिए कुछ भी करूँगा. So try to utilize the words whatever you are learning. Next point is create a learning environment by discussing the words with friends, peers, etc. I already talked about how you can create this learning environment. You can create it by reading, listening, talking, and watching. These are some factors wherein you can develop this reading environment. So learning environment को कैसे create करें? अपने दोस्तों के बीच में बता दो कि that I am learning these words, so you can ask me some words. दूसरों को बता दो कि अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम हो, तुम्हें कोई वर्ड ना है, तुम मुझे पूछ लिया करो. So let's say he or she is reading something and immediately ask you कि इसका मीनिंग बताओ. अब आप क्या करोगे? You will take it as a challenge and you will immediately Google it and tell him or her the meaning. In that way आपको भी चीजें learn होती हैं. And you yourself do this practice. आप भी दूसरों से पूछ लो. All right. The last point is revise the words at the end of the day, end of the week, end of the month. Let's say you targeted that every day I will note down 10 words. So as soon as you note it down, make sure you're revising it at the end of the day. That is called EOD. So formula of EOD, EOW and EOM will help you learn the words for longer time. क्योंकि immediate कुछ दिनों के लिए तो learn हो जाता है अगर आप EOD करते हो तो. बट मान लो कोई चीज EOD आपने करा, एंड ऑफ द डे रिवीजन करा, उसके बाद 4 दिन बाद आपने रिवीजन नहीं किया, that you will forget it. So what you need to do is 10 वर्ड लिखा, शाम को एक बार रिवीजन किया, फिर अगले दिन 10 वर्ड लिखा, शाम को एक दिन रिवीजन किया. बट एट द एंड ऑफ द वीक आपके पास 70 वर्ड्स हो चुके हैं. नाउ अब आपको पूरा रिवीजन फिर से करना है. सो 70 वर्ड्स में से 40 तो इतने ज्यादा अच्छे से लर्न हो जाएंगे कि कहने की बात नहीं. ठीक है. सो इसी तरह से इफ यू आर रिवाइजिंग इट एट द एंड ऑफ द मंथ, so you will have 300 words. So out of 300 words, it is guaranteed that 250 words will remain in your mind. All right. So these are some of the proven practices that you can do to learn the vocabulary. Let us revise कि आज हमने क्या सीखा. First, we discussed about some of the reasons why people forget words. Among these are lack of English environment, lack of revision, not utilizing the words, not maintaining a proper notebook, lack of enthusiasm, and you find reading boring. इन सब के लिए आपको क्या करना है, I have already told you. If any of these habits are found in you, make sure you are removing them and coming up with these practices that will help you boost your vocab power. Among these are Imbibe reading habits, keep a handy word book, use the learned words, day-to-day conversation, create a learning environment by discussing words with friends, peers, etc. Revise the word at EOD, EOW, and EOM. I hope this video has been helpful to you. देखो, learning vocabulary is not a one-day game. I have told you many times that Rome was not built in a day. अगर आप कुछ भी अच्छा करना चाहते हो, it takes time. Consistency, perseverance are something that is required. You may share this video with your friends who are preparing for CLAT, ALET, and other law entrance examination. You can also follow us on YouTube for regular updates and different topics that we cover on law, English, maths, and other subjects of CLAT. You can follow us on Telegram for complimentary passages. Every day we publish a passage at 10 a.m. and we publish their answer at 5 p.m. That is complimentary basis, so you can ask your peers, you can also ask your friends to join that and get benefited of it. For regular updates on various news on law, you can join us. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram too. Wish you all the best. Happy learning. Thank you.